Chapter 715, Warrior Princess Femme Fatale. It starts at the estate. Carol was in the final stages of her pregnancy. She was on week 40 and she was due any day now. Carol, Maria, can you please be by my side along with Vince when the babies are coming out? Maria, I will. Carol, I will. We were having a baby shower for Carol. We never had one of those before at the estate and it was a great day. Me, so how are you feeling, Carol? Carol, really heavy. But I'm due at any time. Lori, we literally can't wait to meet your little girls. Bobby, me neither, babe. Ronnie Ann, I can't wait either. Me, are you excited to be a father partner? Vince, I sure am, JD. It's gonna be awesome. Me, we're gonna be there for you to help you out, partner. Vince, thanks man. Carol got lots of great presents from friends and family. Suddenly Carol screamed. Carol, ah. Me, what's wrong, Carol? Carol, my water broke. It's time. Me, oh man. Come on guys. We got to get Carol to the hospital. Very, roger that. Me, okay Carol, start your breathing. Carol did so. We went to the hospital. Maria, okay Carol, I'm here. Vince, we'll get you through this, Carol. Asterisk. At the hospital we were waiting outside the delivery room. Carol, Vince, this is the last time. Screams in pain, you bastard. It hurts like hell. Afterburner, everything okay in there? Me, it's labor pains. It happens. Selena, is that what happened to you, mommy? Tara, yet. It's very painful. It's not pleasant. Gloria, oh man. In the delivery room, Maria was holding Carol's left hand and Vince was holding Carol's right hand. Carol was screaming in excruciating pain. Maria, Carol, don't worry. They're almost out. With one last scream, Carol delivered her babies. Carol and Vince were now the parents of 3 adorable baby girls. Nurse, congratulations to you, Carol. You and Vince are now the parents of 3 healthy baby girls. Vince and Maria held 2 of them and Carol held the third one. 2 of them had black hair and brown eyes and the third one had blonde hair and green eyes. Carol, oh, Vince. They're beautiful. Vince, they sure are, Carol. Just like you. Maria, oh Carol. I'm so happy for the both of you. Vince and Carol named their girls Carla, Evelyn, and Pearl. Carla is the blonde girl. Later they came out and we saw the girls. They were so adorable. Me, oh Carol. They are so adorable. Carol, we named them. This is Carla. Vince, and these 2 are Evelyn and Pearl. Very, those are great names. Asterisk. Back at the estate, Carol was still weak from the delivery. We had her sit in a rocking chair and she and Vince were watching over their children. Me, if you need anything, Carol, just let us know. Carol, okay JD. I silenced the alarm system to let Carol and the babies have some quiet and bonding and time for them to get to know each other. Asterisk. The next day we were playing card games and Vince and Carol were taking care of her children. Me, I'm so happy for Carol and Vince. Lola, I am too, JD. Lana, same here. Then there was a knock on the door. Me, I'll get that. I got the door and at the door was a young boy with black hair, red eyes, and he had a pink shirt and green shorts and sandals. Mark Chong, hey. I'm Mark Chong. Timmy, hey Mark. Mark, Turner. It is like great to see you here. Timmy, you too Mark. Let me guess, your crazy ex-fiancé is still out to get you. Mark, that's right. Mark Chong twisted a device on his shirt and revealed his true form. He was a gelatinous alien called a Yugopotamian. Me, a Yugopotamian from the planet Yugopotamia. Mark, That's right. It is like such an honor to meet the mighty JD. Knudsen of Team Loud Phoenix Storm. Me. It's a pleasure to meet you too, Mark. Timmy, how do you know Mark? Timmy. It's a funny story. Mark first met Timmy when he wished for an alien monster for him and his friends, Chester McBadbat and AJ, to play with. Wanda Fairywinkle Cosma and Cosmo Cosma, not being very good at making up monsters, borrowed one from Yugopotamia, which happened to be Mark. Upon arriving, he threatened to suck out the trio's brains with bendy straws, but believing him to be an advanced toy, the threat wasn't taken seriously, much to his confusion. Soon afterward, Vicky burst in, frightening the kids. Seeing she had so easily instilled fear into the three that he failed to even face, he immediately fell in love with her. Thinking he was a kid in a costume, Vicky dragged Mark downstairs, where she ordered him to make her a chocolate shake. This caused him to fall for her more, since chocolate is the deadliest substance to Yugopotamians. While fixing his crush her meal, he was attacked by Chester and AJ, still thinking he was a toy. He captured them easily and was about to suck their brains out when Timmy came in, armed and ready to fight. Timmy lost as well, but before Mark could do anything, King Grippolian and Queen Jeep Jorlak came to the front door, disguised as humans, and forced their son back home. After returning home, Mark became depressed without Vicky. On his birthday, he began grieving when Cosmo showed up, fulfilling Timmy's desire to get Vicky a million miles from him. The green-haired fairy showed Mark a fake message from Vicky, begging him to come take her away. All too eager to comply, Mark left with Jeff and Eric to retrieve her. Landing on Earth, they quickly tracked Vicky and sprayed her with sleeping gas, then convinced Mr. Turner that she was leaving for Europe. They then returned to their home planet, only to find Timmy waiting, demanding her back. Unwilling to relinquish his love, he challenged Timmy to ditch a fat, which Timmy immediately accepted, thinking it was some flower-skipping horror. It was actually death combat, which Mark chose to have in the Yugopotamian war arena. Despite struggling against Cosmo and Wanda's magic, Mark eventually got the upper hand and fired a large gun, and missed. Timmy then got to choose the arena, to which he picked Flappy Bob's Happy Camp Learnatorium. Overwhelmed by the sweetness and bright colors, he surrendered. Feeling sorry for him, Timmy spared his life, promised to give him Vicky when he turned 16, and gave him a smack-a-mole machine as a birthday gift. Mark vowed to return once he had mastered the machine. Mark was briefly brought to Earth by Timmy and Vicky's reset watches, but this event was quickly wiped out of the timeline. The following Halloween, when the royal ship was near Earth, Mark noticed the planet was going to explode, and went down with Jeff and Eric in candy protection suits. While they quickly found Vicky, Cosmo prevented him from leaving on Timmy's orders. When the then-in-place wish was reversed, Mark recognized Timmy and accused him of preparing for war, since so many Earthlings were gathering candy. Timmy went along with this, threatening Yugopotamia. Panicking, Mark and his friends beamed back up and launched the P-bomb at Earth. This was exactly what Timmy wanted, as it was really a piñata full of candy. Mark was temporarily saddened by Vicky's supposed death, until it was revealed that they had her cloned. Soon afterward, the Gigglepies invaded Yugopotamia, capturing and enslaving most of its inhabitants. Mark escaped, and traveled to Earth to recruit Timmy to battle them. He planned to fight alongside him, but was sidetracked by Vicky. While Timmy was freeing Yugopotamia, Vicky was forcing Mark to do back-breaking labor, which was the highest expression of love on his planet. Vicky took advantage of this by using him to make money. By the time Timmy returned, Vicky was rich, and Mark planned to stay, until Vicky hugged him. Horrified by this action, he quickly returned home. Mark eventually returned to Earth and offered to skate with Trixie Tang after Timmy wished there were no more boys on Earth. He was soon wished out of existence by the following wish. When it was unwished, he reappeared in front of the White House, where he loudly declared himself a hostile alien bent on world domination, which promptly got him arrested. He somehow escaped custody. Shortly afterwards, Mark was forced into a marriage with Princess Mandy so the Yugopotamians and the Budatians could forge a military alliance. Mark, however, was repulsed by Mandy's appearance, and fled to Earth, where he begged Timmy to let him hide there. Timmy agreed, and he began attending school disguised as a human student, while parking his ship in the Dimmsdale dump. Eventually, however, Mandy found him and froze Cosmo and Wanda in carbonite to prevent their interference. After a long chase, Timmy and Mark tricked her into taking a transformed Denzel Crocker instead. Mark had Timmy over for dinner soon afterward, where he served him healthy food for dessert, to Timmy's horror. When Timmy wished for just dessert, Mark remained the only one thin due to his healthy choices. When the Earth began drifting toward the sun, he planned to flee, but the now bloated Timmy stopped him. He then set on him until he gave up the last of his healthy food. When FLARG started, Mark fell into a depression at being unable to attend. Timmy decided to give him everything he needed to celebrate the holiday. Mark spent the next 5 days putting Timmy through a painful Holy Week, accumulating in Goodbye, where he planned to blow up the Earth. Timmy convinced him he couldn't blow up the Earth since it was now his home. Mark agreed, and redirected the missile, with some more convincing from Timmy so his appendix would not destroy the Earth, to somewhere else, but we then find it hit Fairy World. Shortly after his fake eye fear short-circuited, allowing Mandy to find him. In a panic, Timmy wished everything was like a child's puzzle book he was reading. As a result, Mark spent a while disguised as a trophy until Mandy threatened to blow up Dimmsdale Elementary School unless Mark surrendered. Mark complied, but she refused to spare the school. Fortunately, by that time Cosmo and Wanda recovered their wands and wished Mandy away. When Timmy wished the world into a futuristic society, Mark was able to walk freely. He joined Timmy in defeating the Big Brain. Mark eventually celebrated his 1-year anniversary on Earth with Cosmo, Wanda, Proof, and Timmy, where he revealed he was dating Vicky. However, the group was abducted by Gripulon, who explained he was targeted by an unknown assassin. Mark agreed to temporarily take the throne, sending his father to Earth disguised as Timmy while his mother being preoccupied trying to get Poof back from Mr. Turner and Mrs. Turner, he did nothing, allowing Mark left for a spa date. Immediately after taking the throne, Mandy revealed herself as the assassin and forced Mark to marry her, shrinking the fairies so they couldn't interfere. She then promptly tossed her husband and Timmy into jail. The pair escaped and fled to Earth, with Mandy in pursuit. Disguising himself as Justin Jake Ashton, Vicky's boyfriend, he got Vicky and Mandy to fight, which Vicky won. Mark hugged his girlfriend, causing his true form to be revealed, which led to Vicky dumping him. Mandy was arrested and sent to jail, and Mark chose to stay on Earth until it was time for him to truly take the throne. Shortly after Mandy was arrested, Mark's fake eye fear began to malfunction once more. He ran to Timmy to get it fixed, to go through several ordeals. Finally, Timmy had Mark pose as Proof's alien mom, allowing them to get him back. They then fixed the fake eye fear. Not long after his fake eye fear began malfunctioning again. Rather than go to Cosmo and Wanda, he opted to travel back to Yugopotamia to retrieve one from his parents. Unfortunately, he arrived just as the darkness was invading Yugopotamia. With only one royal escape pod left, King Gripullion and Queen Jeep Jorlak sent their son back to Earth. He landed right on top of an Eliminator impersonating him. After taking the destroyed robot's fake eye fear as his own, he explained the situation to Timmy and his fairies. The group traveled to Fairy World to tell Turbo Thunder, who they believed to be the true chosen one, but arrived just after Jurgen von Strangle had banned him from the realm. Jurgen took them to the Cave of Destiny, where they discovered a second part of the prophecy, written in Yugopotamian. This one called for Timmy to find the wind wand on the dark side of the blue moon to vanquish the darkness once more. Shortly afterwards, the Eliminators invaded Fairy World, capturing the world's fairies. Timmy and Mark barely escaped through a portal in the cave's wall. Timmy decided to find the wand, asking Mark to come with him. The Yugopotamian prince refused. However, preferring to stay at home and eat. However, when Timmy got attacked by Eliminators disguised as his parents, he had a change of heart and decided to help him. After being attacked by Eliminators impersonating Chester, AJ, and Trixie, and realizing they had no ship since Marx was on Yugopotamia, they decided to seek help from more unusual source. Going into the Crocker cave, they asked Timmy's teacher for help. Crocker agreed after Timmy anticlimactically admitted he had fairies and let them use his telescope. There, they saw the blue moon of the Vejan system, where the wind wand rested. Crocker also provided a rocket for transportation, but launched it before anyone was on it. Unfazed, Timmy asked for a laptop, an internet connection, and a whoopee cushion, which Mark readily provided. The resulting 2-YouTube video had the desired effect, getting Dark Laser to come to Earth in a fit of rage. Timmy merely pushed him back on his ship and summoned Vicky just before taking off. After a quick explanation, and a few promises, the group began heading toward the blue moon. The group decided to stop at a canteen at the neighboring planet Frigidarium. It turned out to be a trap by the Eliminators. The resulting fight was undeniably one-sided, with Crocker, Vicky, and Dark Laser getting captured. Mark and Timmy ran out, only to run into Turbo Thunder, demanding to know where the wind wand was. Timmy agreed on the condition that he would take him and Mark with him. Thunder promised, but after Timmy told him the location, he abandoned them to the Eliminators. Mark saved their lives by swallowing Timmy and stowing away on the bottom of Thunder's ship. When they reached the blue moon, he coughed his friend up. After Timmy earned the wind wand and proved himself the true chosen one, the darkness appeared. Fortunately, at that point so did all to Timmy's now freed friends. The darkness responded by attempting to swallow them all. Timmy, realizing what he had to do, sacrificed himself. After temporarily mourning his friend, Mark attempted to take advantage of the grieving Vicky, with predictably painful results. After Timmy was rescued from the darkness, Mark welcomed him back to Earth, interrupting an attempted kiss between him and Trixie. He then geared up to fight the darkness, but was soon captured by invading Eliminators. After the darkness became the kindness, he was restored. He then attended a large party in celebration. In Marked Man, he meets Chloe Carmichael, who is the second human besides Timmy to truly accept him and his alien ways. Mark was revealed to have a dream of being accepted by the humans in his true form and free to be a hairstylist. With Chloe's encouragement, he goes to her and Timmy's school, revealing his true form to their classmates. However, it turned out everyone there were government agents, including Mr. Crocker's mother, who immediately pursued him. After a series of events, Chloe and Mark, with Mark being promised to put in a cell next to Bigfoot and the Loch Ness Monster, who are revealed to be his bandmates. As he and Chloe were captured, Timmy's actions saved them. She and Mark were released and the latter was permitted to live on Earth in his true form while releasing his bandmates. In the end, Mark was able to live out his dream of being accepted in his true form and be a hairstylist, with Chloe, Timmy, Bigfoot, and the Loch Ness Monster being his first customers. Me, that's crazy. And now your evil ex-fiancée won't stop until she kills you and rules all of Yugopotamia with an iron fist? Mark, yet. She won't stop until she kills me. Chayat. Lincoln, we have to stop her. Mark, well, dudes. You finally got what you wanted. Yugopotamia won't be invading Earth now since Mandy's going to take it over. Afterburner, oh, I wouldn't say that. Terra, Kingdom Hearts, this isn't the first alien invader that we had to take out. Rapunzel, will help you get rid of Mandy, Mark. But on one condition. You and Yugopotamia stop invading Earth and help out us whenever we need your help. Mark, you dudes think you can stop Mandy? Like, good luck. Sinner Twin, was that a yes? Mark, size yes. Venom, great. Let's get to work. Nico, so you're saying that Mandy always tracks you down by locking onto your physical form, right? Maria, Mark nods. Well, what if you are not in your actually physical form? Mark, what do you mean? understood that? Carol, Maria means that you should stay in disguise just long enough to trap Mandy. Mark, that's like a great idea. Me, we have to get ready. The alarm lights went off. Me, uh-oh. We saw on the computer a gemstone spaceship. Mark, sees Mandy's ship dudes, she's here. Afterburner, good. Because we only got one shot at this. Mark was shaking in fear. We fired a laser blast at the ship and it hit it and exploded and it crashed to the ground. Kaboom. The ship opened up and out came Princess Mandy of Bodacia. She was a beautiful warrior princess. But she was an immensely deadly and fierce warrior. Mandy, oh, Mark. Where are you? Venom, to Mark remember, as long as you are in disguise, she can't see you. Mandy, excuse me. Have you seen my husband-to-be? Tara, aims his keyblade at Mandy. Easy, Mark. Easy. Me, Mandy of Bodacia. Mandy, JD. Knudsen of Team Loud Phoenix Storm. Tell me where Mark is. Me, Let me think about that. No. Mandy, unsheathes her plasma sword, then die. We clashed our swords. Lola, you are an absolutely terrible princess. You make all us princesses look bad. Me, not only that but you make me sick just looking at you. Mandy. You are the worst princess ever. Mandy, enraged screaming, nobody talks to me that way. We clashed our swords and I had a blade of pure white hot fire and we clashed our blades and sparks were flying all over the place. Lola punched Mandy in the face and fired a massive blast of fire at her. Tara slashed her with his keyblade. Nico, Princess Mandy, you have failed this city. Me, more like she has failed this whole galaxy. Nico fired a powerful blast of razor wind with Oceanus Shenron's powers. Tara threw a massive chunk of earth at Mandy and it slammed into her. Stacy fired a massive blast of lightning at Mandy and electrocuted her. Me, you are a monster. Mandy. I will never let you rule all of Yugopotamia. Mandy, then die. Me, you first. Let me help you out. We turned and saw a man made of pure silver riding a surfboard flying toward us. It was the legendary Silver Surfer of the planets in Law. Me, oh wow. Norin Rad aka Silver Surfer. It's an honor. Silver Surfer, same here. JD. Shall we team up and take down this witch? Me, you know it. Norin. Let's do it. I went Super Angel and we flew at Mandy. I fired a powerful energy blast and it hit by her and exploded, sending her into the air, and Silver Surfer fired a powerful blast of cosmic energy at her and it hit her and exploded. Crab boom. Me, time to finish her. Combo time. Afterburner, you got it. JD. Cyber key power. The Velocitron Cyber Planet key went into his rocket booster and it enhanced his rocket fuel packs to boost his speed to 20,000 miles per hour, and his blaster pistol and pulse cannon was enhanced and 8 more blasters popped out. Terra, KH, time for some action. Earth Cyber key power. The Earth Cyber Planet key into his keyblade and it enabled him to utilize the powers of all of Organization 13. Afterburner and Terra, Kingdom Hearts 13 Missile Strike Storm. Afterburner fired his missiles and Terra fired blasts of energy that were those of all the powers of Organization 13. They hit Mandy and exploded powerfully. Sinner Twin, it's our turn. Cyber key power. The Animatron Cyber Planet key went into the back of his head and it sharpened his teeth and pronghorns even more, and his flame cannon and flame breath had thermonuclear fire at 1 billion degrees Fahrenheit, and his rocket grenade launcher was enhanced to pierce the strongest metal in the universe. Venom, Giganteon Cyber key power. The Giganteon Cyber Planet key went into his device and he got all the strength and skills of all the symbiotes we know. Sinner Twin and Venom, Thermal Symbiote Storm Slash. Sinner Twin fired a powerful blast of fire and Venom fired tentacles in the shapes of the mouths of all the symbiotes we know, and they gnawed on Mandy and the fire burned her badly. Me, Final smash time, guys. Rapunzel, you got it. Sun flare hair whip. Rapunzel's hair ignited with solar plasma fire and she lashed Mandy with solar flare fire. Mark Chung, my turn. Chayat. Yugo Patamia Wrath Lash. Mark Chung slashed Mandy with his tentacles and slashed her to pieces with them and splattered them all over the place. Me and Lola fired a powerful blast of fire and incinerated all of the pieces into ash. Princess Mandy, the most fierce warrior princess in the galaxy, was dead. She was no match for the awesome power of Team Loud Phoenix Storm. Lola kept Mandy's plasma sword as a trophy and one of her weapons of choice. Me, that was awesome. Norin, we greatly appreciate you helping us. Silver Surfer, you're welcome. JD. Arnold Schwarzenegger accent, you'll love it when I dance with you. We turned and saw the anti-fairy version of Jurgen von Strangle, Anti-Jurgen von Strangle. But unlike his strong fairy counterpart, he was the exact opposite. Like all fairies, Jurgen von Strangle has an anti-fairy counterpart that is the complete opposite of him. Jurgen is rather embarrassed by his counterpart's pathetic appearance, as the more feminine anti-Jurgen defines how masculine he is. Jurgen almost never talks about him. Jurgen is the strongest fairy and in charge, while anti-Jurgen is weak and just a plain everyday anti-fairy. Jurgen is a sadistic bully with power both physically and politically, making anti-Jurgen a spineless weakling in a humiliating position in life. He also acts in an extremely girly manner, which is the opposite of Jurgen's manly behavior. A proper way to look at it is seeing anti-Jurgen in the shoes of Binky and anti-Binky in the shoes of Jurgen. Instead of wearing a tough dog military outfit like regular Jurgen, anti-Jurgen wears a ballerina outfit. A similar version of him was also shown in a Fairly Odd Parents comic story, Will the Real Cosmo Please Stand Up?, that is apparently 2.5 inches tall. He is a tremendous sissy who enjoys making macaroni art, and unlike the real Jurgen, he lacks big muscles due to being a weakling. In Jimmy Timmy Power Hour 2, anti-Jurgen was shown to have big muscles unlike in his other appearances. Me, you got to be flipping kidding. Timmy, it's Jurgen's anti-fairy counterpart. Me, he's as skinny as a toothpick. I walked up to him. Me, boy, this version of Jurgen makes him look like a total laughingstock. Stellar, you got that right, JD. Anti-Jurgen is the weakest in the universe. Stardust, and his dancing is absolutely horrible. Me, that's quite a flip side. And this has to be the smallest fairy I've ever seen. I drew my punch back and dealt him a powerful punch that was so devastating that it blew him into a million pieces and splattered them all over the place. Me, oh yuck. That was gross. You weren't kidding, Stellar. He really was the weakest fairy in the universe. Mark Chung, to the viewers, what am I supposed to say to you guys? Nico also caught a Seba Eye and a Maywile. But Princess Mandy was beaten and anti-Jurgen was dead. The end. Asterisk asterisk asterisk. Another fanfiction complete. Princess Mandy was a strange villain in Fairly Odd Parents, and Tara Strong did a great job voicing her back then. She has always had a great job of voicing boys and girls. We now started to kill the anti-fairies. One down and who knows how many more to go. Nico-chan 11 gave me the ideas for this one. Thanks man, as usual. Let me know what you think. See you all next time.